Hey YouTube, it's Justin here from Pathway of Health, and in this video we're going to dissect the big diabetes lie. Now before we get into that, if you've never been on the Pathway of Health channel, again, I'm Justin, and on this channel I basically review a bunch of health products out there, pretty much like anything that we can think of. We're reviewing it. We, I mean I. And if you're unfamiliar with how these reviews work, basically I go out, I purchase the book, whether or not I have whatever the book is solving. In this case, it's diabetes. I don't have diabetes. However, I do go out and purchase the book. I do go research about if, diabetes type 2 is curable or not, and then see, hey, could this book actually help people? And then I go and do additional research and make sure that, everything's all gravy with it, or if it's not. All right, so we're going to find out in this video if big diabetes lie is any good or not. My reviews are also a little bit more laid back. It's basically like if you were my best friend in real life and came up to me and said, hey, Justin, what do you think about this program? Do you think it works? Do you recommend it? Yada, yada, yada. Okay, let's get into it. This program in particular is called The Big Diabetes Lie, and it is a over 400-page ebook that tells you how you can cure, or reverse is a better word to use, your type 2 diabetes. This book will not work with type 1, okay? So if you have type 1, I'm sorry. What is in the book? It's 400 plus pages, and they term it as a 7-step guide in order to help reverse your type 2 diabetes. They say that you're not going to have to take your medication after implementing the information in this ebook. And what the information revolves around is, how you can actually reverse it. And it's going to be through eating properly and being more active, as in exercising. Throughout the whole book, there's so many foods that you guys are probably consuming that is contributing to your diabetes. So they make you aware of that and then tell you what you need to eat and how much you need to exercise in order to start kicking the insulin to the curb. I want to run through a couple of examples here of what you could expect as a typical reading section in the book. On page 63, it shows you diet products can spike your blood sugar. So if you're drinking Diet Coke, despite it being diet, it's actually drastically hurting you. On page 25, it talks about how artificial sweeteners aren't so sweet, okay? They're going to help you gain a lot of weight, which is contributing to type 2 diabetes. On page 430, they give you an exact list of foods that you should be eating in order to help the reversal process. If you want more information about what you're going to get exactly with this book, go and click the link below in the description and you'll be taken to their official website that gives you all of the details lined out. So now let's take a look at what I like about it. There is a lot of material. It's over 400 pages. Alright, so you're going to be in for some reading. There's also a lot of good advice. Just like the examples I gave above, there's probably 20 times more examples and sections that tell you what you need to be avoiding and what you need to be doing. It is a very thorough guide that has the actual backing of doctors. There's not too many other type 2 diabetes reversal programs that are backed by a bunch of doctors. Now, just know that doesn't necessarily mean that it works. There's a lot of products that are backed by doctors that suck. However, this is a product that people have seemingly had success with. I went on a couple of diabetes forums and asked people, did you guys have success with the big diabetes lie? There are a lot of people who hadn't heard of it, a lot of people who were skeptical, and then there were a few who said that it did work, and then there were a couple that said it didn't work, okay? So it was just a lot of mixed responses. What I don't like about it is that it's not free. It's about $77 unless you can get a discount through their site, which you might want to check the link below if they're running a discount or not. The next thing is that it's kind of long. I mean, 400 pages for a supposedly 7-step easy guide. There's a lot of information, there's a lot of things that you can do, but it is a little bit overwhelming. I felt that it could be condensed by a couple hundred pages, honestly. The next thing is it's not really something I dislike, but it's a forewarning. They make it sound really easy. However, there's a lot of changes that you need to implement. You really need to make an actual lifestyle change. It's not just oh, stop eating pizza and you're good. You're going to have to do a lot of things. The last thing is it's kind of scummy marketing. If you go and look at other YouTube reviews, these are people who have blatantly been paid by someone to make the reviews. So that's kind of scummy. And also, just that it's called the big diabetes lie. It's not a lie that you can cure type 2 diabetes. If you go and type it in on Google, can you cure type 2 diabetes, you're going to find a plethora of legitimate good resources from government websites, university websites like .edus, as well as WebMD that are touting all of these studies that have been done where people have cured type 2 diabetes, or reversed it, I should say, because they've made a lifestyle change to their diet and exercise. So for the book to sit here and say, oh, like doctors don't want you to know about it, you know, it's the big lie, diabetes can't be cured. Well, it actually can. And if you were to go ask any doctor that has been through medical school, they're going to tell you, yes, type 2 diabetes can be reversed. Do I recommend it? Yes, I think it's a good program to use if you are serious about trying to reverse your type 2 diabetes. It's going to tell you everything that you need to know, and the information that is in there totally aligns with what is legitimate truth and how you can reverse it. If you were to go look up online things you could do to reverse your diabetes, you're going to find a lot of the same things that are in the book. The thing is, though, is that you're going to have to do hours and hours and hours of research in order to come up with a program to help reverse it yourself. Whereas if you fork out the money and pay for it, you're going to get the exact guide and the exact foods, and you're not going to have to do a bunch of research. You're basically getting a proven method. There is another popular program out there called Diabetes Destroyer. It's one that I've also purchased and I've also reviewed. You can go check out the review in the description. Right off the bat, both of these programs are pretty much the same. I both recommend them if you have the money to spend, just because they're just guides that are going to tell you what you need to do. I think I've made that pretty clear, but literally they're like the same guide. So if you go with either or, you're good. If you want to learn more about the big diabetes lie, or you just want to know more information about everything you're going to get with the book as well as the pricing, there's a link below in the description that'll take you to their official page. If this video has helped you, please leave that thumbs up, greatly appreciated. And if you like health reviews or just health videos in general, please subscribe to the channel. I would also really appreciate that. Again, all of the helpful links are located in the description below, and if you have any questions at all, please be sure to write them in, because I have the guide. I'm staring at it right in front of me. I can easily go and look up some information in the guide if you have some super specific question. Alright guys, this is Justin from Pathway of Health. Thanks for watching.